The show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you.
He's everywhere, he's everywhere.
That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Odie joins us as we get the morning show officially underway. And Odie, it's cold, 28.
There is a nip in the air out there. If you go outside, crank your vehicle and let it run for a few minutes.
If you live in a safe neighborhood.
Well, you can always lock your door.
Well, I have had those instances where I got the one key and I can't do that. You know, your older, like my old Tahoe, my original Tahoe, that you couldn't do that. You had to have two keys to do that. And sometimes you got one key, and it just don't work out.
You might have to set it to window with a portable hole punch.
Yeah, you'd have to get in there.
Just make sure
now, the newer vehicles,
safe.
they've got it to where if you've got that little fobby thing in your pocket there, you can touch the door handle and it'll unlock for you.
Yep.
Neat stuff there.
Yeah.
Odie, I sent it to my wife because I was like, wow, I didn't know cars could do that. And then I looked at the price after I sent it to her, and I thought, ooh, the Escalade. Now, that's really just a Tahoe is what that is. And then they stick the Cadillac emblem on it. But the feature, did you know that the doors will open by themselves? You tap a button and the doors open by themselves for you to get out?
I don't need nothing like that.
It just went on with the different things, even in the back seat where you could do your YouTube browsing and the seat warmers. And I think it had a massager in the seat. Do you know how much that truck was?
Probably at least 120.
Odie, no. We're talking, they didn't put the emblem on there. It's got to go up in price. $180,000 for that thing. There ain't no vehicle worth that. $180,000.
Not something like that.
I
Give
really
me a Bentley. If I'm going to pay that much, I'm driving a Bentley.
Well, you know, your Tahoes now are averaging anywhere from 75 to 85, and I thought that the Cadillac would maybe be 10,000 more. Maybe I thought.
No, Cadillac's always been a little bit more.
Well, they don't have the fins anymore, and they've lost that. You no longer hear that's the Cadillac of the bunch. That's gone. Those days
town
are.
Car. Oh, wait a minute, they got rid of that too.
That's gone too.
You know, and that was
the luxury we're missing.
Car. Yeah, well, you have to more or less get into your Lexus before you get into your luxuries now. Lincoln was your high-end Ford.
But
Cadillac.
what I mean by that, Odie, is when we were kids, you could spot a Cadillac a mile off, and it meant something to drive that Cadillac. But you had finally reached it, and that's why it was all referred to. Now you can't tell one car from the other. If it cost $100, you don't know it different than that $25,000 thing from Mexico.
Well, 20 years ago, a Cadillac had kind of lost its status.
It went away. 92 was the last big one you had, and it lost it after that. It never returned from that. And you had some issues there during the late 79 with the change of the cars. It did. The luxury.
Well, they got away from the land yachts.
Yes, sir. We keep ours in case we need to put a shovel in the trunk.
And that right there, you can put more than a shovel. You can put what you use that shovel for in the backpacker too, and still just glide right on down.
I have a question for somebody that has the time to do the research on this. This was posted, and I just don't know if it's true. So I ask, is there any truth to the map that I saw? It had the map of the United States from the last voting, and it listed all of the blue states that Kamala Harris won, showing that you didn't have to have an ID to vote in any of the states that she won. Is that true or not? And again, I haven't had a chance to go through and look at each state what the voting is. I never want to report something that is not true, but I saw that it made me think.
Originally, just by viewing AI, we have just touched on what we're going to be experiencing over the years to come for what AI is capable of doing as far as pictures. You would look at this and you see Newsmax in the bottom corner. and you would think, hey, legitimacy.
Yeah.
But I mean, as dumb as I am on
And
some
somebody-
technology, or as far as putting together,
But somebody could have took the picture and then
I mean,
edited
even I
it.
could do that.
Yeah. So we don't know. I'm just curious. I have not had the time to go through each one of these states and look at this. No ID required to vote. Is that true or is it not? It's something to look into.
I'm going. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see there. Here's something that if you're in Iran and you're an American, I would pay close attention as they have released a statement, get out now.
I've got a question. Why are you still there?
Yeah, the first time they
You
say
should have
that.
done this.
And the only thing that makes sense is if you've got a job that's overseas, if you're, if you're, and your job won't let you leave and you're holding out to the last second for the company to tell
You
you.
need another job.
It's time. How many times have we seen our people locked up that were working out of country? And we don't want that because something's coming for them. They've been taking the lives of Christians. And the president has said, you stop it or we will. And he said, I think last night, it may be time. And when he says that, that is not like an afterthought, or he means it.
So he's not going to tell you what day he's going to do this?
Right, but he doesn't say it.
So, here's another thing like it's going on with
Have you ever
Venezuela.
wanted to never say nanny boo boo to him?
No.
Somebody else learned that, didn't
Come
they?
get me. So Elon didn't have to do it down in Venezuela. We're still getting videos from the
People that are excited.
Venezuelans down there that were excited of what just took place. Now you've got Iran over there who has shut off all internet, so no one could get any information out. Well, did you see what old Elon did? He made sure they got internet because now they've got Starlink over
Oh, did he do that?
Oh, yeah. Trump says, hey, man, you think you can help out? Elon says, consider it.
Yeah, because that's right. They cut off everybody where they couldn't reach the outside world.
So now they've got internet access going. Thank y'all. Help. We need help. These people have lost their mind. So now here, the ones who are screaming the loudest are the ones who are behind hiding what's actually going on. Not just here.
That's pretty neat. I'm glad he done that.
I am too. We've got Shad White. Clarkdale beat Enterprise. It was a cold day in Haiti. Is that what you're saying?
Thought we needed a drum roll there. Congratulations, Clark.
Whoop, whoop. But we've got Shad White that's going around, and people are clapping and saying good job, rightfully so, for getting someone for embezzling $20,000. I think it's great, Shad. Keep doing what you're doing, but you've got people in Minneapolis that are trying to stay on the side of the ones who are supposedly and allegedly stealing billions, who are not even American citizens, and you're trying to hide them and keep them from getting prosecuted.
Well, let me back up a second. Let me just ask your opinion, and I may be way off here. I am tickled to death that Shad does what he does.
I am too, 100%.
But have you ever noticed? You never see any white collar. It's all of this. They took $1,400. They took, and it's been kind of since that thing that went down with everybody in the government for all of that misuse. Since then, I hadn't seen anything big. It's been the guy that used a credit card for a couple of gallons of gas and they bust him. You don't see anything big anymore. Am I wrong?
Do you think it has to? So allegedly, the story's coming out that these non-American citizens have stole billions of dollars
in another state
from the American taxpayers. All right, so still all allegedly that they fraudulently took this money and got fake businesses and all this other stuff. Supposedly and allegedly, they're turning around and they're giving some of this money back in millions to the parties that are in favor of giving them the money.
Of them citizenship.
Are you saying that there may be?
No, I'm just saying.
Well, I mean,
we had the issue in Mississippi where a lot of people got in trouble. That funds that was meant for welfare that went to other.
Yeah.
And you remember that. But since then, I hadn't seen anything but this small stuff.
Well, going back to that though, do you think it could be? Hey, I'm not going to do anything to you for stealing the billions because I helped you because on this hand you're giving me money?
No, I'm just saying ours was a totally different scam. I don't think we don't have a large amount of Somalians here. I don't think money's going there. I'm just saying it's been little bitty things, little bitty things instead of big things ever since that USM debacle happened.
Volleyball court.
Yeah, all that. We hadn't seen much. Is it just coincidence? It could be. I don't know. Something to think on.
You know, people.
If he comes in,
off.
we'd love to ask him about all of that.
What's going on and what generates it? Now, I know that a lot of that stuff he's got to be aware of. So if you know of anything going on, please call his office and let him know, and they will investigate.
There you go. We'll be right back.
J&J Tire Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes. They carry the Nixon tire with free roadside hazard service, along with high-tread used tires. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. The Scotty Ray Report Studio is sponsored by Environment Masters, providing hassle-free heating and cooling, plumbing and electrical services since 1957, and now serving Meridian homeowners.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Welcome back. I do think we just got the date.
Yeah, Terry,
correct.
thank you.
Yeah.
He went in there and got that done just like that. Thank y'all so much.
It was blurry over here at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
It's hard to decide what day of the week it is sometimes.
Hey, I want to bring this up because you touched on it yesterday, but we hadn't touched on it much. But throughout the day, if you're sitting there, we talked about it being cold. If you'll go on your handy-dandy, handheld, computerized mobile device and download the SRR app, Scotty Ray Report, you can come up here and see what all's going on. But in the top left-hand corner, if you hit that hamburger and go down here to weather, all day long you get your weather right there in front of you. So
it's there.
You'll know exactly what the temperature of that's going to be for the whole week. So not just news, but a little bit of everything on SRR. So go to your platform, download Scotty Ray Report, and get that on your phone there.
Well, I can never figure out how to get it on that app thing. And there it is. Had to send a telegram.
Bada bing, bada bang.
Melissa Gilbert's husband, who we brought up yesterday, that was in Field of Dreams, and Angie reminded me last night, and I thought, oh, that was the worst show I've ever seen in my life. Do you remember that horrible show? And it had to be for a group that I don't identify with. 30-something.
There's a lot of them out there.
Well, it was the most boring thing. It was as bad as Northern Exposure. Do you remember that horrible show that time where they chunked the piano? It was horrible. But a show called 30-something, and it was like going to Enterprise, Mississippi, and dragging up a 72 Buick and watching mildew grow on it. That's the best I can describe that TV show.
Is it kind of like buying a truck, take the body off to go get repair on?
That's it.
Sit outside the garage and wait for your truck to get here.
That's it. The Greyhound, that bus ain't never coming. This guy, he is now missing. He is Melissa Gilbert, Little House on the Prairie. Laura's husband. U.S. Marshals cannot locate him. They're trying to do the official arrest there and charge him with all these allegations that are going. What he is claiming is those kids' parents are mad at him because they got dropped out of a TV show that he was in, and he's saying they're doing revenge upon him. He ain't done nothing. Others say that's not the case.
Well,
child stuff is what we're getting into.
It's like one of our listeners said, the reason you see a lot of these small blue-collar crimes is because your white-collar criminals have money and means to
fight you,
hide and move and fight, and makes it real tough.
Oh, it's extremely.
So
that white collar, one phone call can cost you your job. It can cost you your brother-in-law's job, and it goes on and on because they have such an outreach. We all know that. This is nothing new we're telling you. It's just the facts, ma'am. It's America. That's the way it works. I cannot imagine once you get, because I know it's on local politics, it's tough. It gets a little worse in Jackson, but by the time you make it to Washington, D.C., it's horrendous.
Everybody coming. We need to talk, please. We need to talk.
And it's all about what you can get on the competitor nowadays. It's not that you're there for our country. It's what you can blackmail somebody with to make them vote the way you want them to.
Well, if I ever come up to you and you were a senator and I said, man, look, come on, let's go out to dinner and all. Man, look, Christmas is coming. Appreciate everything. Look, here's $500. Take your family out. And you take the $500. Take your family out. And then I wait a couple months, come back and say, Scotty Ray, I need to do something. I need you to do something for me. And you say, well, I just don't believe in that. And say, well, you really wasn't supposed to take that $500, but I got video of you doing it.
They own you at that point.
So
are they leaning
do this?
Are they leaning into you and they go, October 12th, 1982. Yeah. And then that guy goes, ooh. If you run for office, make sure that your closet is clean is all we're saying, because there's bad people out there.
Yes, there it is.
Let's see here what's going on across the area there as we look at things that are happening. Toledo,
back on the run again.
I got to run to keep from hiding. We were over at the Cloverleaf Shopping Center yesterday afternoon. A traffic stop was made, as you can see there. And Toledo went to work, and he identified something in the car there. He went to barking and causing a commotion. And, well, the police investigated. Sure enough, they found something. Then the driver would be given a sobriety test and would not score so well on that and was arrested for alleged DUI. You couldn't help but see everybody. That's a big old boy there. You ever notice that, how tall he is?
He is.
He's big.
He'll reach up there at you.
He's nice as he can be. I bump into him probably 5-6 times a day. Nice fella, but he's a big old boy.
I bet when you bumped into him, you bounced off, too.
Yeah. Kind of like hitting a wall.
My bad.
But a lot done there. We do appreciate the Meridian Police Department for doing what they do to keep things off the street that don't need to be there. Last night was busy. And I'm going to call this an ex-police car, is what I'm going to call it. It has all the.
Somebody bought that at the auction.
It sure looks it, doesn't it? Y'all look at this. This is on I-20 right before mile marker 153, which would be the 22nd Avenue exit. This is right in front of what used to be Larry's Restaurant Lounge. What's it called now? I don't know what it is.
Right there in front of Barnhill.
Yeah, on the opposite side there, in the eastbound lane there. It would be 3 to 4 cars involved in this. We got the police officers here. Eventually, I-20 had to be shut down, Odie, for the wrecker to come in on the wrong way to back in. And plus, an ambulance had to come in and get to these folks. There's the ambulance arriving, taking somebody out of the car. And then we had 2 to 3 cars up through here that was damaged in the wreck as well.
Wow.
So that was some of the things that was going on last night. I don't know why all those come up there. And I don't believe it to be any serious injuries, but again, enough deal there to get an ambulance to the scene.
Yeah, at least get checked out and everything else. I'm glad we don't have any more, but there's not many interstates left that has just a K-rail that separates both directions of travel on a major interstate.
Let me ask this: what's better, this concrete one or that metal wire that stops cars? Which one is better?
Well, on something like this right here, is definitely that concrete, because you've got to have something with force that can withstand that when you're divided only by that right there. A wire's going to give, so if you hit a wire through there, you're going to go into that other oncoming traffic where that concrete K-rail 99% of the time is going to stop you from entering that side of the highway.
Now, where the accident happened a few months ago back in 24 at the end of the airport, where the bridge ends and that rig that had the blowout that jumped, there was nothing there, period, was it?
Correct.
And it
was
just
straight through. Right.
It was a little, maybe that metal railing. So,
But now, when you've got a median that divides both lanes of travel and you've got that cable, then when you hit it's going to stop you. You're going to be maintained on that side of the median, but you are going to go off into the median a little bit. Meridian, the way it is with our frontage road and everything else, there's just really no way to expand the interstate over.
While you were talking about that, it ran through my head. Oh my gosh, what would the expense be to widen?
It would be one big bridge from one end of Meridian to the other.
Yeah.
It would be all you could do just to tear up the middle lane. Now, is there a cost associated with saving a life? Zero. I mean, the cost should not be a factor in that whatsoever.
But somebody got to pay for it.
Somebody's got to pay for it. But you go back in history. Is it cost effective? No, because we haven't had it in that particular area where it's really been in the limelight, and let's hope it stays that way. Because that concrete barrier does. Now, have we had vehicles jump over? Yes.
It can happen. I've seen it sitting on top of it. Mm-hmm. Boy, you ever seen somebody that just outdone somebody? Somebody gets on national television. He never calls me and asks me a question.
Well, that's because she don't even know who she is. She's lied about what she is.
We picked up the phone and called Pocahontas yesterday. He said, "Pocahontas, how you doing?" What I'm talking about, Donald Trump called Elizabeth, was her name Warren?
Yeah.
Pocahontas. Yeah. I've called her Pocahontas so much I forgot her real name. But he called her to talk about, we were talking about credit cards and things yesterday, and he called her and said, "What's your opinion of this?" And then she was complaining about housing costs, and he goes, "Well, what's your opinion?" And he thanked her, and I think it really stunned her that he would do that. You have to give Trump credit where credit is due. Even his worst enemies, he can call them and make it sound as though everything is fine.
You're complaining about what I'm doing, but I hadn't heard your idea. Not saying that everybody's idea is the same, but it's a start to sit with a brainstorm. And don't do it. So now what we're talking about with Donald Trump is he's wanting to bring the max interest a credit card can charge anyone to 10%. Look, we've got to get everybody back on the go, back on the start, and if you're paying 33% interest, you're not able to get ahead.
You'll never get ahead. No. We all know it.
So 10%, I mean, come on, let's go.
They have finally, Mississippi is making headlines all across America this morning. Jackson, Mississippi, and you've seen this the last couple of days, happened Saturday morning where the synagogue was burned. It was arson, Jackson, Mississippi, and they are finally announcing who did it. Over the weekend, they made an arrest quickly, but they did not release who it was. It was a 19-year-old college student, is what we're learning. As we dig deeper into this, his name is Stephen Pittman. He has been arrested for this. They've got video from all of this of where he took gasoline out of a can, dumped it around, and lit this. It has been there since 1861, I believe. And just horrible for anything to be burned with arson like this.
And if that's first-degree arson, which, in all accounts, it looks like it, the penalty for that,
he faces 5 to 20 years in prison, is what it says.
So then they're not going to do first-degree.
And
here's the thing: you hadn't met your judge yet. I hope they throw the book at you a whole lot more than that, and then when you go see the main judge up there, because you just burned his house down.
But you can wait and see. You know how things are. That can change as it goes to court, and more charges could be added. You
Should
don't
be
know.
life in prison.
But
period.
What made someone want to do this?
The devil.
It's horrible.
Evil is there.
They didn't do anything to him.
We need to fight evil.
Well, that was
And there's
definitely
an scapegoat right there. Put his butt in prison for the rest of his life.
Well, it teaches others not to do it, but it's just I just can't believe someone would do that. I thought those days were gone, especially from Mississippi burning. We don't need it, and I hope that it's going to be dealt with pretty quickly there. So that's the latest that we've got on that. We've got some more incidents, Odie, that happened last night. Some more wrecks we're going to be talking about in just a moment. I'm starting to see some birthdays roll in.
Yeah.
Y'all get them to us. We'd love to hear from you there. And we're going to talk about the big parade that's coming up. A big announcement tonight is coming up from Jimmy Rogers. We'll can't wait to hear all this. We'll be right back.
Okay, so can we go over this just one more time? So when we buy a brand new air conditioner,
Environment Masters gives you the furnace for free.
But the catch is...
There's no catch, just free.
it's got to be like a cheap one, right?
No. And you get to choose between Linux or Train.
And all we have to do is buy a new air conditioner?
And Environment Masters gives you the furnace for free.
Can we go over this one more time?
As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Habo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt, whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need to keep you dry in those wet conditions. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie.
Reuben, you brought up a good point.
What's
and
Reuben
that
saying?
is, say we take the interest rates down to 10%. Will that make people spend more and become more irresponsible? You got a good point. Look at that and say, all right, let's see how this goes. Do you say, from what you owe right now, 10%, as long as you don't continue to get into debt and anything above that? I see your point.
You've got to do
And
something
that
that's for the
would be-
betterment of the whole country, and you cannot judge person by person. You have to do a blanket to fix this.
Yeah, but you can do some limits on there, because I'm weak. Because there's going to be some people who are that far in debt because of irresponsibility.
Well, you have millionaires that do it every day.
but,
You can't control that type person.
Millionaires do it for tax reasons.
No, I'm saying there's people that live outside their what's the word I'm looking for? Outside their means.
They have
And
champagne taste on a beer pocketbook.
yeah, but you have a lot of times you have somebody who really is a millionaire that wants to be a billionaire.
But it's
You cannot control what people spend, no matter how you do it. There's no way to do it on a national level.
But you definitely got to give them. That's giving people who want to be responsible a heads up. And so I mean that's a good point you brought, and you don't want to lead people with false hope into, because that 10% isn't a max forever. There's a limit on that 10% a year or something like that to get you to pay that off. So.
Coming up tonight, as we look at some things local here, business after hours. Jimmy Rogers is going to be busy as they get ready for a big announcement there, as they'll be telling us January the 13th. That is tonight at, is it 6 p.m.?
5 to 6. 5 to 6:30 there at the 3 Foot Brewery Company. they're going to say, hey, this is what we've got lined up for 2026.
Well, look forward to hearing what it is. If you can make it down, do so. If not, we'll have the big announcement from there this evening. Hope you'll join us for that. Should be fun. That's right next to City Hall. That's where that will take place.
Right beside the old police department.
Yeah. When are we going to get rid of that?
That's coming pretty quick. I think they are getting bulldozer serviced, and won't be too much longer. We're going to see a new and improved downtown.
There you are. Well, Mardi Gras is coming, and Odie, we're really less than a month now. Get your beads ready.
Yeah, get your beads, get your shirts.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
Tuck your shirts in because we don't raise them up around here. This is
only when it's hot
friendly.
and you're fanning yourself.
Yeah. February 7th.
Get some air.
Downtown, decorate your dog and bring him with you.
Crew of Barkus is coming to downtown Meridian there. Puppy dogs get dressed up, they enjoy themselves, and it is an atmosphere that will be just loads of fun for that. Yeah. Also, tomorrow, we don't want to miss out on this. This is a big thing that is coming tomorrow night. The more as we find out about the ball team that is coming. It will be at Wednesday at the Max. They're going to be releasing all this information at 11 a.m. Look forward to knowing more about that.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for Meridian and for MCC, for they'll be using their facilities while they build their own facility. But Mid-American Baseball League coming right here to Meridian. That's going to be great.
If you like baseball and the crack of that bat, it will be fun there.
Yeah, I'd probably give them $100 too.
Oh, why not?
I mean, I did that and see where that got me. Whoop, whoop. I wonder if I still own a little piece of that apartment complex where the ball field was going.
Didn't they get taken away from you?
Yeah,
I thought so. We had an incident on 8th Street last night, and it was just to tell you the truth, it was cars everywhere.
That was a humdinger.
It is very hard to get out of beside McDonald's onto 8th Street without a red light. And yeah, that's what you do. And I urge you, anytime that you get to one and you're trying to take a left and you just sit there and sit, it's better to go right. Same thing on North Hill Street. It happens every day. If you're at Kentucky Fried Chicken trying to get across the road,
you better take a right, go up there, get in a turn lane, pull into another business and make a loop because it's the only way to get around.
I agree with that 100%. Let's take a look at what went on last night, Odie. Here we go. We got a Toyota. What you can't, well, maybe you can. This was kind of like a sandwich. It got rear-ended and front-ended.
Front-ended.
Here's a Camaro that bit the dust. We've got a car over here that got tore up, and then a Ford pickup truck over at Taco Bell behind us. Oh, there you are. I didn't notice you in that picture.
Oh, there I am.
There you are.
Out in the middle of the street.
You and Brother
Look
Donnie.
My parents used to tell me go count mufflers.
Ambulance showed up on scene here, Meridian fire truck, and all this was blocked off. And if you didn't know, that's the previous location of Bill Ezra's Lincoln Mercury.
The worst location in the world.
Meridian fire on scene there, and as we look at this, here's some video of it. Look at that car, Odie.
You can't hide a shovel in that trunk.
There is no trunk anymore.
No.
Taco Bell there in the background as we follow around. Look at this. Major that car's total.
And that was Chet, that was a hit and run. There was a vehicle that was involved in it, and it decided that it did not want to stay around and see what happened.
If I ain't mistaken, it was a fleeing Tahoe.
It was a Toyota.
It was a Toyota?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
SUV.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not the same SUV that done that the other night with no tag on it, is it?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think this one's got damage. I didn't see the picture or nothing like that. I didn't go over there and look. They were talking about it. Oh, MPD caught them. Look at there, boys in blue.
Didn't know that.
Did the job, got to work. Thank you, Chet, for letting that information to us.
I know there was some discussion up 45th Avenue if somebody may have ran that way, but I don't know if that's where it all happened there.
Good deal.
But again, 8th Street is especially at night. During the day, it is not as bad, but at nighttime, that's
5 o'clock. Don't go that way.
Woo!
It's
no,
tough.
we had an accident yesterday in Smith County, Odie, that ended up being okay. When I first got the message, I started making phone calls. How bad is this? And I called about 6 people, and then I got up with Smith County emergency, and it was a school bus involved with a car. There were children on board. They were not hurt. The injuries would come from the people that was in the vehicle that came in contact with the bus. Everybody was okay. Mississippi Highway Patrol showed up on scene, the Sheriff's Department from Smith County, and everybody ended up being okay in the end. That's the good news that we can tell you about all that. Yeah. Whenever you hear school bus, and you know that as well as I do, it's kind of scary.
It puts you in a whole nother mindset.
I ain't even gonna tell you who I call. They were chopping wood, and I said, "Put the wood down and find out for me."
You got to go.
We had a minor structure fire yesterday. It was in the wall. Meridian Fire Department showed up on scene to help out with that. That would be in the 2400 block of 34th Avenue. Those guys are always ready and hustle to put your car out, or house, or whatever the case is that's going on in your world. They work hard at that. Let me see. Did you hear me talk? You didn't watch the Golden Globes any more than I did you?
I don't watch the Gold Globes, Silver Globes, none of that.
Was it a sponsorship, or was it just them not using their head of putting the betting odds of who was going to win the next award? Did you know that they even done that? It almost sounds like somebody sponsored it, and with that, you're going to do this for us.
Unless there's something really specific that I want to see, and I have to go on to a live regular TV. I don't watch TV. Not that way. I don't watch live shows.
I understand that.
It's too much of this other stuff that I don't agree with on there. So, I don't watch it to keep my own sanity. I pay enough for streaming shows that I can do that.
And I forget where I went yesterday. I walked in somewhere and they had on that 90-day fiance thing. You want to talk about something to get you in a bad mood? Watch you 10 minutes of that and see if you don't come out irritable.
10 minutes? Come to my house. We watched 2 hours of it.
Odie, it's awful.
Yeah, it is. You can't find nobody in this country, and you're mad in the other country over there is cheating on you. Well, we watched one the other day. They've been together for 6 years, married for 4 years, and they just met in person.
Do what? Really?
Been dating for 6 years.
All online?
Yeah. Then they got married 4 years.
How you get married and not be in person?
They was online talking about, yeah, I do. And they go, I do too.
Odie,
And then after being married for 4 years, then they meet face to face.
Does Iva, am I reading her right, that she loves that show?
Yeah. Look, Amy does too. Amy sits there and watches this, and people from other countries are meeting every day. You had one poor old fella. He was dating this old girl. They've been dating for like 6-8 years online. He's been sending her money. What has she been doing with it? Giving it to her parents.
Okay.
And you know what?
It's a scam, isn't it?
And you know what?
What?
He's broke. He doesn't have any money. And now the parents want to know how he's going to raise their daughter. Well, number one, quit paying y'all.
Diane, I think you might be right on your summarization.
Oh.
They have put out a warning to Americans, and I highly suggest this, as we mentioned a moment ago, the what has been put out against Iran. This also being said about the Caribbean. If you're getting ready to go on a Caribbean cruise or go somewhere like that, the violence is very bad in these countries right now. And they're saying if you're an American, watch out for violent crime. Matter of fact, you might want to postpone your trip if you can for a little while there. So travel advisory, it has been issued. So once that's said, pay attention.
We want to go to Jalisco, Mexico, and spend the week there. And
you might want to let Donald do his little job there first.
Might let him know we're going. Jalisco.
I've never heard of that.
It's a state in Mexico.
Okay.
got some stuff we want to do there.
That means somebody named Guido.
Well, yeah, he's gonna pick us up.
We'll be right back. Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill. Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
James Arnez and Gunsmoke. Couldn't help but repeat that. There's a good show there. Good morning to Janet watching us from Colorado. We do appreciate it. And Pam, good luck with your appointment that you've got this morning. We hope everything turns out well there also.
After fighting for a couple of weeks, my daughter got a port a couple of weeks ago. Then insurance got involved, believe it or not. So, Pam, we pray for you on your way to chemo. My daughter is on her way for her chemo this morning as well. So, and everyone out there that's going through this, we say a special prayer for you. And we've got a special birthday. Need to say something real quick because school's fixing to start. And Ransom Jones, 12 years old today, has got to go to school.
He got to get out the car and get in there.
Now you can go to school with a smile on your face. Happy birthday, Ransom. Hope you have a wonderful day.
We know your mama too, and bless you. We're thinking of you. Grandma's cool.
Grandma cool. Grandpa can make a sausage dog too.
Hey, Odie, we got an issue coming up with some travel plans if you're out and about across the county this morning. We want to bring this up. This is going to be temporary road closure up in the Arkadelphia community there on Arkadelphia Road. It will close this morning in, 15 minutes?
Yep, getting close to it. Going to replace the pipe and then go up under there and get that fixed. So hopefully they'll be through by the end of the day and get that done. And Casey, I'm sorry. I was told by the main reporter over here, his name is Rawson Jones.
No. Yeah, I did say Rawson, didn't I?
You said Ransom.
No, that's R.
Oh, that's northeast spelling. Y'all look at this, and y'all tell me what that. See,
right there. R-A-W-S-O-N.
That says a R or O squiggly line.
I can't.
That look like
help it that you can't read it. R-A-W-S-O-N.
Now he tells me.
Ask me next time. Now, I admit, outside of my signature, it's very hard to read. And I, in school, had problems of taking notes and later trying to decipher my own notes of what I wrote down. I'm not going to lie.
Did you study? Well, I tried.
And it really didn't come into play, Odie, until I was 42 and sitting at University of Alabama taking classes. And then you'd sit there for 8 hours. And you're about to fall out, and you get home, and you have to study for the test the next day and go, I don't know what that says. That was 9 hours ago.
You know, that's where I took that little tape recorder. You remember the little mini cassettes?
Well, I caused the issue at the University of Alabama that they didn't like.
Oh.
Now, I got my degree. I graduated and all that, but they really didn't like you taking pictures of what was going on in the classroom. Now, I thought it was the simplest way. I can't write that fast. Click, 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 and they didn't really like that.
Oh, no, I just voice recorded everything. and then went back.
That guy was really boring.
They didn't like you.
He was boring. I mean, it ain't as bad as watching that 72 Nova rust, but it is pretty bad. It is pretty bad.
Oh man,
how many times can you learn about getting into a hole? How many feet that it can be, and
how far away that pile of dirt's got to be.
That's correct. It gets kind of boring there. Throughout, you're going to see this the road is clear now, but this was yesterday. And this is a good thing because when storms come, it won't be a problem later. Yes. They've been going along. Let me make this picture bigger here. They've been trimming trees. See that? Knocking them out there to where when the wind blows, it'll be better for all of us. Their city crews are working hard across town. This is 5th Street. It's an easy way to cut through town without all the red lights that you have.
And you have 18-wheelers that go up and down these roads and
get hung
and knock branches down to the cars behind them. So good thing for them to do it. Now, this picture right here, I have a request.
Ask me.
Anytime you work on the other side of a hill, you need to put out warning signs where people can see it. So many people yesterday that I watched topped the hill, and as soon as they topped that hill,
that's where the sign was.
That's where the sign was. Nobody saw it until they got up on it, and you had some cars that were slamming on brakes, some that was trying to jump into the left lane where a car was already there, and didn't have time to have a warning that something was going on in the right lane. So, ding, ding, ding. Common sense would tell you that road closures go where you can see them and where you can warn traffic.
It kind of goes back to what happened this weekend of the car getting struck on I-20. You got to give enough warning in advance there.
Yeah.
This was in front of the pain clinic, and now you have a nice patch of asphalt there. It's all fixed. It's ready to go. And everything is back up and running there. Again, that's 14th Street, like you're going toward the hospitals in Meridian.
10th Avenue.
Yep, right there at 10th. Always something good going on there. We have a puppy dog that is missing, Odie. We have that. We need to find this little fella here. Each day we spotlight somebody that has lost their pup, and this is near Jiggs Chatham Road. Is where this is. If you've seen him, it's in Lauderdale County. Sure would like to get that little fella back home.
I just want to go home, sleep in the bed.
That's what they're thinking there.
Yep.
And you can get misplaced easy, I think is the way to word that. Macon, Mississippi sent us a picture yesterday.
Oh, look at the clouds up there.
It was one of those beautiful afternoons, and of course a big thank you to Environment Masters there for helping us out with that. We do that every day. Send us a picture. We'd love to highlight yours as well.
His paintbrush out again. And talking about the Environment Masters, remember, call them and say, hey, I want the Scotty Ray special. And they will give you a special discount on them coming out to do a tune-up, and just to make sure that everything's working correctly.
That's right. You know where Artesia is?
I know where Artesian Well's at.
Well, it's not the same place, but we'll go with that. You go up Highway 45, and you go past the Mennonite Bakery, hang a left.
Yeah.
Right up through there, you get through Crawford, it's going to be Artesia.
Okay.
They had some gunfire take place. 2 people were hit. 6 cars were struck.
Oof.
It's getting kind of too close to what happened in West Point.
It's not too far. If you keep going, you're going to get to West Point.
That's right. West Point, again, as we look at those murders there. And again, we have not, and we may not for months, hear what the motive of all of this was. But father, brother, uncle, and that little girl was his
niece
cousin.
Or something, cousin?
Yes, cousin or niece. 7 years old, and then the other 2 guys that were brothers that were also killed. One of the that's probably ranking up there some of the worst crimes that have ever happened in the state of Mississippi. I can almost guarantee you it's going to be something petty. Usually in murders like this, things that happen, it was all over nothing. That somebody didn't use a cooler head and wait things out. So that's what we know about that. This is going to get interesting. The next 3 to 5 years of our life, and boy, the person that has got the company that's got the contract on this, hundreds more stores now are going to be added to drone delivery from Walmart. That is probably the next. This is going to cut out what you call the middleman.
Yeah.
the UPS truck waiting on it to come. This will deliver the package to your front door and set it down and fly back away.
And a lot of places around here, we see that here. A lot of places are not going to be able to get drone delivery for the fact we've got airport, we have NAS, we have hospitals with flight paths that go to them with helicopters.
It's like a landmine, so to speak, here in Meridian.
Yeah, you've got certain areas in the Walmart on 19. I'd have to go back and look at the map. If it may be right there at a line that you're not going to be able to fly in.
But if you were to go northeasterly from there, the Naval Air Base, you can only go so many feet around it.
Exactly. So
don't bank on it here for.
Yeah, if you live real close to an airport or something, you ain't getting nothing by drone.
Too many things could happen there. And they do shut them off, and they will drop like a rock.
Or if you have your own drone and you fly it where you're not supposed to, they can boop, and it will.
Actually, I've seen it happen. Remind me, weren't you in Lauderdale, Mississippi, a couple of 3 years ago, searching for a missing person, and yours dropped?
Well, it wasn't mine. It wasn't the county's, thank goodness, but one did get dropped.
Y'all were looking for someone.
We were looking for someone, and we were not real close, but still somewhat near an airspace, and that computer program zapped it, and it said.
Hey, that happened to our first one that we let the battery get weak on.
Now they're fancy enough that you fly it, and if a battery goes down, it says, since you won't bring me home, I'll come back on my own.
Ours didn't do that. It just fell and broke. We'll be right back. Those LS tractors are rolling in to Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 in Cicalina. Keith and the gang will have a LS tractor that fits your needs, from a professional end of it, or maybe it's just deer plots that you need a tractor for. Starting at a 26 horsepower, 40 horsepower, or even larger. Don't forget to ask about that 0% financing as well. Parts, a new tractor, or a tall tale. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. Call them at 626-8759. That's Freeman Tractor.
Hey, welcome to Kia Meridian.
We're a family-owned business and have been serving the community for 25 years.
If you're looking for a new Kia, we have them. And if we don't, we'll find it.
No stress, no hassle, just the best deals. And right now we can get rates as low as 0%.
Shop local, get the car you want. And be a part of the Kia Meridian family.
Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing, or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Welcome back to Friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie as we begin this morning.
I do need to say that.
What's that?
Yes, the drone did fall out of the sky. Do we know that it got zapped? No.
It just did make sense.
But it just fell.
There you are. We go to Yazoo. We have someone, an inmate that has died in the jail at the federal prison there in Yazoo. No details have really been released of the death of how it happened. We'll look to find out more about that also. Wokeism in America, Minneapolis. Now, let me explain how this works, what ICE is after. ICE is after illegal immigration. That's what they're after, people that are in our country illegally. If you're a United States citizen, you have nothing to worry about. They're not going to mess with you, although we have...
As long as you're not stupid. Let me throw that out.
We have families in Minneapolis who are training their children doing drills to go where to hide if ICE knocks on the door. And they're American citizens.
And as long as you're not paid to go do a protest and you leave your kids at home where you have to they're unattended, and your ex-husband gets your kids because you put them in danger and you no longer have kids, and you went to court, and you got in trouble because...
what do you know, a story here or something you're not telling us?
Mm-hmm. This old girl that tried to run over the ICE agent.
Right. Is that her story?
Yeah,
I didn't know all that.
She's been to jail, lost all of her kids because she was paid to go do these big protests, and she left her unattended children.
Really?
There. And she's got like 4 charges of child endangerment.
So you're telling me that the legacy media hasn't been putting this out because...
Ding, ding, ding. Yes.
And folks, I don't care how you slice it, the car was coming at that guy.
Reuben, you had it. Paid agitators. That was her job, was to follow them around and interrupt their activity all day long.
I just...
And our uneducated... And teachers out there, don't get me wrong. When I say our kids are not being taught and they're not being educated...
It has to do with their home life.
It's not your fault. Some of it has to do with home life. Some of it has to do with the way you're told you have to teach.
Well, you've got rules and regulations that, and you know, they're trying to work on that to get rid of that education board that's passed all this stuff for states.
I love teachers, and I think teachers are doing everything they can, but y'all are hindered by a law that y'all have to teach by a test. And you can't teach no more. So
they put a smoke out on the kid's arm.
Richard, I did hear read something about that.
And I have not read that. I did not know that.
She went to jail, lost all of her kids, and still don't know if that was her girlfriend or a wife. I've heard both, but they were paid to go out and do this. That was their job because they had no other job.
Hank Jr. had a song years ago to summarize this. Why don't you mind your own business? Because if you're busy minding yours, you'll be busy all the time.
That's it. Go get you a job. They're everywhere. If you want to do the work.
It's just amazing how that works out there.
Oh, man.
I never read this cartoon, Dilbert.
I used to, when I got a newspaper.
And let me show you his picture. This is from Daily Mail. This is him. This is the guy that invented him.
Yeah, Dilbert had an office job.
The guy that invented him, his name is Scott Adams. He's 68 years old. His family is releasing information that he has days to live. He has aggressive prostate cancer. So God be with him and his family during this awful... You look at it, there's several ways to look at this. Would you want to know? Would you like to know that you've got a couple of days left to work out anything that you haven't with friends and family that you need to, or would you rather just go unexpectedly? That's always a question there.
You know, yeah. Do you answer that?
You know what I mean by that?
You know, I give a little Bible verse and I say my little thing, and I hope that somebody out there receives something off of it. But I can promise you now, I'm a sinner, and so when I say those, I say that to me, to remind me. And would I like that little heads up, like, hey, dude, you need to make sure that you're in the right place.
What was
yeah, but that's why we need to always be in the right place. So
what was the Tim McGraw song? I went 3.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
You know, would you go out and do some things that you never did?
Oh, your bucket list would get filled? Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to know that? And, you know, say it's an old friend you haven't spoke to in 30, 40 years. Would you pick up the phone and call and go, hey, just thinking of you, wanted to know I still love you?
You know,
some people probably couldn't handle it.
Me and Braylon used to be like peas and carrots, and life has gotten it, and we don't spend every day together like we used to with him growing up. Now he's 16, and Violet the same with her. I would pick them up, and we would go and really spend some time together. I would say that I would most likely spend money on making memories with them than I would trying to heal myself or trying to pay
I know what
for
you mean by
that
that.
heal.
But
You know?
it is something to ponder on. And the older I get, and again, I know where I'm going. I am not scared of death whatsoever. And the biggest thing in life is fear. Once you conquer fear, you've kind of got it made.
You got it whooped then.
It doesn't bother me if it's today, if it's tomorrow, if it's 20 years from now, or maybe 30. I don't know. I'm okay with it, whatever it is. But
I don't want to die, but
Correct.
I'm not scared of dying.
Mark says he'd rather go unexpectedly, kind of quick. And that was the name of the song, Live Like You Were Dying.
Live Like You Were Dying.
That was a good tune there. But I can tell you this, I ain't riding no bull. That is not on my bucket list of things that I want to go do
The
today.
sheriff's department's going to have another
There'll be another rodeo coming
next year.
And cowboy poker is not one thing that I want to do before on my bucket list.
Hey, I'll go out there and play the poker game if you'll ride the bull that comes out of the chute.
That's okay. I'm good. I am so good.
Yeah.
I would like to, and I know this sounds corny, but I'd like to go to Washington, D.C. before I pass away. I'd like to see it in person, the White House.
Never been?
Never been. I'd like to see the White House.
All right, let me give you a couple heads up. If you want to go to the White House, make sure that you at least apply
that little
for
list.
3 to 6 months beforehand because you've got to be vetted. And go ahead and plan 3 or 4 days. You cannot see Washington.
Oh, the Smithsonian, they say you could.
It's all day long in the Smithsonian. And let me tell you, if you walk into Rotunda, where the Bill of Rights and the Constitution and all that
Decoration.
Man, the hair on the back of your neck is going to stand up.
Kind of like being on a subway in New York, huh?
But now that, I enjoyed that. Well, I've never done in New York, but in Chicago, I rode the subway, and then there in Washington, that's how we got around. But, man, I tell you, you feel it over there, and to experience everything.
Let me ask you how to pronounce a last name. Billal. How do you pronounce that?
Ball.
Ball?
That's what I'd go with.
We'll do that. The sheriff, her name is Sheriff Rochelle Ball. We'll put it that way. She's telling this as we get back up there of don't be coming in here. If you ICE agents show up, I'm going to arrest you. And that's like teasing Trump going. And y'all know he's got a little bit, although he was born in New York, he's got a little Southern in him. And he's going to do one of them hold my beers. And if she arrested an ICE agent for doing their job, it's not going to be pretty.
All right, here's my thing. I don't think you can arrest him. I don't think anybody over there is man enough to put a cuff on him.
No.
You might could try, but I don't think you're going to follow through with it.
And let me just I had it pulled up earlier. This is Philadelphia, PA. I think is where she is from. Let me go to information about her.
Philly Sheriff's
Office. Here she is, right here. This is her. There she is. That's her. She's telling Trump he can't come there and do any of that. Yeah.
County of Philadelphia. Erica? Is that your neck of the woods?
I believe it is.
And she watches us every day. Good morning to you.
I just don't think you can. You can't do that. You cannot arrest a federal agent trying to do their job. You may not agree with what they're doing, but you can't interfere with it. And it would be a rude awakening. The press conference, if you go back and watch that, not as entertaining as to do with the flag that I mentioned in the first show this morning. That's the best entertainment I have watched all week.
He got out there and he tried
to ignore.
He tried to tell them, step back. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. There's 20 of y'all talking y'all, and I'm out here with an American flag. I'm not disturbing nobody. But they continued on, and he says, well, I'll just lay y'all out here like some cordwood.
But he did wait till they touched him with that microphone, that megaphone, right. And then it was on. And then
like a chicken bone.
The guy comes back and going to be try to be a man again. And he was just like, flop. And am I right? That guy was probably in his upper 50s. He wasn't a young fella.
Right at 60 now.
He was not a young man, and he took on. It was about 6.
Yeah, he laid all of them out.
But they were just like coming in on him, and he was left-handed there. And he
1 little, 2 little, 3 little liberals, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little liberals.
It was cute.
Oh man!
But he defended himself there. We'll be right back with birthdays next.
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota Equipment. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. with professional grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right. All backed by unmatched dealer support. Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
I'm Laura King here at the Diabetes Institute. I'm a family nurse practitioner that is board certified in advanced diabetes management. Wanted to let you know that we're here right off of North Hill Street for all your diabetes needs. We are located right next door to Squealer's Barbecue, and we are open from Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We accept all types of insurances. Wanted to also let you know that we take care of type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes. We'll do gestational diabetes patients as well as pre-diabetes. We have in-house lab. We also do a point of care A1C so that you will leave the clinic that day knowing what your A1C is. Again, we're here off of North Hill Street, right next door to Squealer's Barbecue, and we'd love to see you for all your diabetes needs.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows, call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Joe asked us to show the video. I can't show the video because I don't know who owns the video, and with this day and time to show that, I would have to know who it is to be able to do that without getting into a bunch of issues. But Odie,
you can search scuffle at Bishop Whipple Building or Alistair Vusen.
Yeah, like I understood that.
Look at those. It was one of those pound signs. What do they call that? Hashtag Bishop Whipple.
Bishop Whipple. That's the building name.
That's the building name.
Bishop Whipple.
And it should pull up. It's there's a guy standing with the American flag.
The American flag, you can't miss it there with what he's doing. I tell you what, the United States government will go just about anywhere to get somebody that's messing with us, and they done just that. They went over to the land of Kangaroo Land.
Ooh, a kangaroo whoop your butt.
Yeah, they took the kangaroo out. He was a kid, a teenager that was making hoax calls to America. Threatening calls. You know how this panics all of this in America?
Yeah.
He was behind it and using it to hide his IP address, how he was doing it. They tracked him down, found him, and he has been arrested there. Now, here's something interesting.
What the hell?
She worked for Donald J. Trump. Her name was Dina Powell. She used to work for Donald. She has resigned from her other job and is now joining the Meta team as president and vice chairman to grow the company. Will it grow bigger? Does she understand it? We'll see. And what they're trying to do is take Meta, which is Facebook and all these other countries, a step forward in the AI world to make it more profitable. She's been put in charge of that.
Well, we could go into that a long way. That's a company that you can't even get in touch with. You can send an email to a robot and the AI, and then they are finite on the answer, and you can't go anywhere farther than that. If you really want to ask a question, you just about have to go get an attorney and file court charges and take them to court for somebody to show up and talk to you. So hopefully she can go in and say, guys, look, we've got to be able to do something to get the people who do support us and go through us to at least be able to discuss a problem that they have. Too many people are getting...
Well, her big thing is going to be moving the company forward financially into a different division is what she's after. She's going after that AI world of money being brought into there's millions that they're putting into this stuff.
It's already every other post is a commercial or an advertisement.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Hey,
will it shape up for them?
Good luck.
Maybe so there.
Yeah.
Again, as we get ready for events today, we hope you have a wonderful day. The sun is starting to shine. Fog is burning off as we warm up to about 59 today.
Still going to be a little nippy.
tonight into 40s, and tomorrow night we're back into the 20s again. So you'll have a little break of the cold tonight. Still nippy, but tomorrow night we're back to these temperatures to where your teeth chatter. That's correct.
We're gonna check
Make sure
on
your
that.
pets are taken care of for tomorrow night there. How about birthdays? What we got?
Birthdays, we got a little list going on. Ross and Jones. I did say that right, didn't I?
Yeah, all over it.
Okay. 12 years old today. Ben Moore, Jenna Seal, Joey Hedgepath, Angie Bryan, Jerry Burke, Haley Jackson, Cece Hollis, Weston Stifle turns 9, Cindy Morris, Brenda Dosette, Mary Rollison, Beth McDaniel. I'm sorry, I hope y'all spelled that one right. And Hayden Ray turns 21 today. So happy birthday to each and every one of y'all out there.
Be safe as you travel about today. Make sure to do that. We'll be out and about all day covering the headlines and things that go on throughout our community. As always, inboxes. If you see something, we'll come running and get the rest of the story as it is said. Have you got a Bible verse for us there,
Let's
Odie?
pull this thing up. There he is. And today we're going to go to Luke 12, verse 40. You also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come in an hour when you do not expect him.
That goes back to what we just said.
What we were just talking about. You must be ready, because we don't know when he's coming. It may not be our time. He may come while we're still active and we're still alive and take us out of here. And we've got to be ready at that time, because he doesn't even know. Always be ready, always have him in our heart, and always trust in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because he is not going to lead us down the wrong path. Y'all have a wonderful day. Hump Day be here tomorrow. We'll see y'all tonight. Have a wonderful day. Stay warm and be safe.